This is my intro music. Welcome to the video. I hope you like it lots, so don't forget to subscribe and click the thumbs up button. Now let's react.
Hey, hi, hello there. Welcome to another episode of An Anthropologist Watches Glitter and Lasers, while my cat meows in the background because he's being a butthead. But ignore him. He may or may not make an appearance. I don't know. He's in a mood. Today, we're going to go over some of the stuff that Anna has been posting. I will admit that I have not been following her for maybe, it might be even a month. I don't know. Anna went off the deep end trying to shill her sweaters because she decided to launch a Christmas line of clothing on October the 10th and has been hitting her ads pretty hard, trying to convince people to go buy her stuff. I don't care one way or the other if you want to go buy her stuff or not. The sweaters, I've already done a video over them. They're okay. A couple of them I thought were cute. If they weren't $45 plus shipping and handling, I might have considered getting one just for the lulz, but that's a little too rich just for a joke. So, also, it's a sweater that you can only wear during the winter, and it's still 60 degrees here. Winter is not something I have to worry about right now. So I've pretty much been ignoring most of that. What we are going to go over, though, is her TikTok, because I went and checked it out yesterday because I wanted to see what she's been up to. And it looks like that Anna has been posting mostly her sweater stuff on YouTube, but she's been posting other videos like lifestyle vlogs like she used to do, vlogs, on the TikTok. So we're going to go over to the TikTok and we're going to look at some of her TikToks where she has 8.4 million subscribers, of which maybe 20K interact with any one of her videos at any given time. I'm not saying her numbers are funny or anything. Anyway, so we're going to go look at that. But again, bringing this all back around to the various topics that we talk about on here, I did a deep dive into Amber, I don't know, a few videos ago now. I ended up taking a 10-minute video and making it a 2-hour-long conversation. But that was because I was really kind of getting into the nitty-gritty of Amber and her manipulation tactics and her attempts at manipulating the audience and controlling a narrative and that kind of stuff, because we talk about that a lot on the channel. And I thought, I don't think I've actually done a huge breakdown of Anna like that, because here's my thing. Amber does it in a very malicious way. Like, Amber is maliciously trying to control everything because Amber has a deep need to be the one in control of any relationship, and that includes the relationship that she has with the internet. Anna, on the other hand, thinks she's God's gift to mankind and doesn't understand why everyone else doesn't see her that way. And I also think that she has a deep insecurity because... Anyway, and so she tries to cover that up or cover up her insecurities by being super bombastic and super over the top. And that's why she wears all of these like outrageous clothes and these gaudy colors. It's the whole concept of, like, I hate to be like this, but it's like the fat kid in class, the funny fat kid who makes fun of himself. And that way, if he makes the joke, everyone's laughing with him, as opposed to waiting for someone else to make the joke, and therefore everyone's laughing at him. Anna kind of comes off that way. Anna is making a spectacle of herself because that way she knows why everyone's looking at her, because she's making a spectacle of herself, as opposed to people staring at her because she is a spectacle, if that made sense. So we're going to go over a couple different things. One of the things, a couple of the laws that I want to go over before we get started. If you don't like the preambles in my videos, this is it. This is what we do here. So thank you to everybody who's been supporting the channel. Thank you to my subscribers. Thank you to my members. You guys rock. I am like 70 subscribers away from 10K. So that's amazing. Thank you guys. Thanks to everybody who's going to hit the thumbs up button. Thank you to everybody who interacts with the videos, because I appreciate it. So things that Amber, I'm going to do that a lot. Things that Anna does is, the big law that we need to focus on is the law number 6 from, again, Robert Greene's 48 Laws of Power. Fidget, fidget, fidget. That is not the law. It's court attention at all costs. And Anna tries to encourage or tries to project a highly individual personality by being what I call terminally unique and unapologetically herself. I have notes if you haven't noticed, I'm reading them. And her goal is to be memorable and maybe influential, but I think she wants to be memorable over everything else. She said many times in her book, A Life Full of Glitter, that it was basically more important to be perceived a certain way than to actually be that way, right? She talked a lot about you want people to see you as being happy and successful. She never really talked about being happy and successful. It was all about how people saw you. And that's the same thing with the court attention at all costs. Anna dresses wildly, so everyone notices her. Anna acts out in public like a toddler. Everyone notices her, because these are things that are not normal behavior from a 40-year-old woman in public kind of a thing. And so when adults act like this in public, it's noticeable. But the difference is that Anna is doing it on purpose. She wants that attention. She's drawing that attention to her. And in that way, she can control the attention, right? If she knows why everyone's looking at her, then it doesn't cause anxiety or anything like that, because she knows why you're looking at her. As opposed to, everybody's had this experience. You go into a room and somebody makes eye contact longer, or you think that they're staring at you longer than they actually are, and you're like, oh my God, do I have something on my face? It's that kind of a thing. It eliminates the why are you looking at me question. She also falls under this category of Law 43 under the Law of 43, work on the hearts and minds of others. Anna wants you to think that she is authentic, and she wants you to think that she is happy and bubbly and authentic and raw. And so this is the working on the hearts and minds of others. She's trying to appeal to the emotions of her audience and thereby build loyalty with her audience through that. She's trying to win over the hearts and minds of her audience in order to secure their loyalty. And I think she's done a fairly good job of that, to be perfectly honest. I mean, I don't fall for it because I've been critically looking at Anna for a while now. And I mean, once you start examining the cracks, they start to become very apparent. But if you go onto Anna's channel, again, highly curated comment sections, by the way, doesn't seem like she's been putting much effort forward in the YouTube. I feel like she's kind of like let YouTube kind of drift, and she's only using it for promotional purposes now, not so much like community building purposes. But anyway, she has a highly curated comment section in that she or someone deletes all of the negative comments. And so when you go there, you basically just see her hug box. Everybody, oh my God, you're so pretty. Oh my God, you're so brave. Oh, I've learned so much from you. La 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 la. It's only positive stuff. You never see anything negative. And that's another way of her creating this appearance of being, I don't want to say better than she is, but that is kind of the point. If you were a random person and you went to Anna's TikTok and you started reading the comments, they're all positive and they're all happy. And you're like, wow, this person's really touched the lives of so many people. She must be the most inspirational person on TikTok. What you're not seeing is probably the hundreds of comments, maybe not even that many, to be perfectly honest, but you're not seeing all of the negative comments of things like, hey, that's not factually correct. People do say rude things about her appearance, like, she's a big girl, don't get me wrong. So people do comment on that. People comment on her clothing. I, for one, am not a fan of her fashion. So I put that out there pretty apparently because, like, she wears a lot of shit I wouldn't touch with a 10-foot pole. But those are personal opinions. I don't think she'd wear the things I wear because I'm too drab for her. Go on. But it's that kind of a thing. If you went and you read the comment section on her TikTok, you would get this image of Anna that is someone who is never criticized because everything about her is positive, what you're not seeing are the negative comments. If you go to YouTube, you will see quite a few people commenting on things, questioning things, especially with her lipedema and her running storylines, which, by the way, she's going to start running again. Who's excited? So you see people asking her things like, are you sure as a 600-pound woman you should be running? But don't worry, Anna doesn't actually run, so it's not an issue. But also things like, hey, this thing that you're saying about lipedema, it's not true. Some of her videos, people have asked her, which is it? Do you have lipedema or lymphedema? Because recently she's been told by the queen of lipedema that she does not have lymphedema, even though she was told by her plastic surgeon that she does. So which is it? Do you have lymphedema or not? Who knows? But you'll see more critical comments and more questions about Anna on YouTube, where she doesn't seem to be curating as much right now than you will on Instagram or TikTok. And I think I've beat this point into the ground, I would hope. The other thing Anna does would be Law 37, create compelling spectacles. Present yourself as vulnerable. When presented authentically, you can captivate and create a sense of relatability, and that is important to crafting memorable and evocative impressions. So what is, the $10 words here? What's being said is Anna's videos are spectacles. Like, we're going to go over some of these TikToks. I'm going to say some things like, this is like giving toddler craft hour vibes, because it's giving toddler craft hour vibes, but she's a 40-year-old woman prancing across the camera wearing bright pink bubble gum and welding a glue gun. And it's like, well, I'm not going to forget I saw that, and I know she thinks she's being funny and she's being cute and she's being quirky, and to some people she might be. I think Anna can be funny. She's on more than one occasion made jokes that I thought were hilarious. These are not those jokes. I'm not laughing with you. Let me put it that way. But Anna can be funny. But she's doing these spectacle-esque, and she knows she's going to get comments on it. So she does it knowing she's going to get comments. But again, it's that whole concept of you're laughing with me, not at me. I know why you're laughing at me, because I made a spectacle of myself. It's not one of those things where later on down the road, you're like wondering why people are staring at you. The last one we're going to go over before we get into everything is Law 15, which is crush your enemy totally. Anna does not take criticism well. I've already said that once. And Anna likes to come for people who criticize her, not individually, but as a whole. She'll like vague tweet about people who have nothing else to do with their life except make comments about her, or how she's got, what was the comment? There's a whole group of people out there who spend more time and energy trying to get her attention than the people who like her do, her followers do. And I'm just like, yeah, and you give those people more of your attention than you give your actual followers. So what does that say about you? You seem to think all we're trying to do is get your attention. I could give two shits, but yet you give me all of your attention, when you could be interacting with your audience who likes you. Anyhow, but this is a tactic of Anna's where she's trying to she's trying to criticize the critics. She's trying to villainize the critics. And some people legitimately just make fun of her for the way she looks. And yeah, and that's pretty much it. I mean, she's 600 pounds, and she admits to being 5'10". I honestly think she's taller than that, but so she's a big person, both, linearly and vertically. So, or horizontally and vertically. It's just, she's noticeable in general. If Anna wears just normal plain brown blah clothes, you would still notice her. She's tall, she's massive. Like, that's the thing. And there are people that just go after her for those traits. And so those people, like, yeah, I can understand why you would want to get out ahead of those people, but personally, you should just ignore them. But she also goes after people who are legitimately questioning things that she has to say, like when she was giving running advice when she had absolutely no business giving running advice, or she used to try to sell herself as a yoga guru. This is way back in the day. And again, she's not a trained yogi or whatever you call a yoga instructor. Recently, she's decided that she's a lipedema warrior, and so she's been spouting all of this information about lipedema, which is turning out to be absolute crap. Like, I just got done watching Colin Mockery's 3.5 hour, I'm just giving him shit, opus on lipedema, and Colin does this fabulous job of doing a really deep dive into Karen Herbst and her cohorts here in America and the various lipedema societies here in America, and just the misinformation and possibly pseudoscience that's going into the American versions of lipedema, which means the Americanized versions of lipedema treatment and diagnosis is based on bullshit, where in Europe and Germany especially, they have a much more strict and standardized criteria for diagnosing lipedema. We don't have that here. We have our own standards, which are absolutely crap, apparently. But I highly encourage you guys to go watch that. I'll try to remember to link it down here. And otherwise, just go look for Colin Mockery. Just type in Colin Mockery, glitter and lasers, and it'll get you right to his channel. Anyway, I think I was talking about Anna giving misinformation about lipedema that she's been getting from her doctors, which are Karen Herbst and her cohorts. So Anna's getting the bullshit straight from the bull. And Anna's been regurgitating it, and people who can rub two brain cells together have been going, wait a minute, that doesn't make sense. And Anna, because she's just regurgitating what she's been told, can't back any of it up and can't explain to you why you're wrong, because she doesn't know. She's just repeating what she's been told, and she's been told a bunch of bullshit. Let's get caught up with Miss O'Brien. And then we'll talk about various laws as we get into that. We're also going to talk about the melodrama of it all and Anna's weaponized victimhood, because again, like with Amber, Anna's a lot better at it, but like with Amber, when push comes to shove and Anna can't get herself out of a situation, she falls back on her victimhood, and you are not allowed to criticize victims. Therefore, you're an evil, bad, icky person if you dare to criticize Anna, because she is a victim in various different ways. And depending on how she's being criticized depends on what kind of a victim she is that day. So I know I've gone over this one before, but I kind of wanted to go over it again. I'm going to have a lot of these on mute because Anna likes to use copyright music. More power to you, but it also means that we don't get music. Maybe I'll hum along. I'll pull a cynical dude. Okay, she says, flying used to fill me with so much anxiety, worrying about fitting comfortably. And if I didn't, worrying about fitting comfortably, and if I didn't, the inevitable pain in flight and after. Because of my health journey and my lipedema surgeries, my body now feels better suited for travel. I can't even describe how freeing it is to leave a lot of that stress behind. I still have issues with swelling, and my joints get a little achy on long flights in the places I will still need surgery. So I still have a while to go before travel is 100% stress-free. Dude, it will never be 100% stress-free. That said, a quick run in my MLD machine does wonders. In short, travel is way less daunting now, and I'm just really happy about that. Thank you to Dr. Amron at the Advanced Lipedema Treatment for helping me feel better. And the people that gave her her luggage, apparently. What was she standing on? Was she weighing herself? She spends a lot of time in Seattle because she is also a Starbucks ambassador. You know, because she's on an anti-inflammatory diet. Anyway. Problems here is, does Anna have lymphedema or not? If Anna has lymphedema, then her MLD machine will indeed help, but she has been told by Herbst herself that she does not have lymphedema, she has lipedema. MLD does not help lymphedema because lymphedema is fat, not liquid. Ergo, squishing it up a tube doesn't do anything because it doesn't move. Anyway, she has been told by Amron that she has lympholipedema because she has stage 4 lipedema, and in the US, that is classified as lympholipedema. Lots of words with that go at the beginning. So that's the thing. Anna's had 2 liposuction sessions with Dr. Amron. She was supposed to have a total of 4, but after her second one, for whatever reason, the other 2 surgeries were put off until next year, early next year. So I'm guessing January-ish will be the 3rd surgery, assuming she even has it. Because Anna has also told us that she's going back on Wegovy, not for weight loss though. She's going back on Wegovy to help treat her inflammation. You know, her magical inflammation where she can gain 40 pounds in one day. Anyway, totally not for weight loss though. Because she's being accused of gaining a significant amount of weight since the liposuction surgeries. So, and some of that is she had to come off, was she on Wegovy? Yeah, she had to come off the Wegovy in order to get the surgeries because 2 weeks before you go to surgery, they tell you to quit taking everything unless it's like necessary for life because they want to be able to, they don't want you to have stuff in your system that's going to react with the anesthesia. And so because of that, she just quit taking Wegovy altogether because supposedly. And as soon as she quit taking the Wegovy, she gained back all of the weight that she had lost on Wegovy. Wegovy can only help you lose so much weight. Let us look at the next one. We're not going to look at everything because some of these I don't care about, basically. Every now and then, Anna tries to be a makeup guru. And apparently these are from Armani. Armani is sending her makeup. First off, who in your fucking who in your viewership can afford Armani eyeshadow? But whatever. She does have this hashtag gifted, which is for her a massive step forward. Usually she doesn't even mention that she's been gifted things or that things are free or that they are promos or whatever. Makeup looks great. Not sure why you're not a model. You are suck and inspiration. Yes, you are. You are much a suck inspiration. Sorry. Sorry.
It's giving neutral. Starting with this pink shade called...
I might be able to pull this off because she's talking louder than the music, which for her is unusual.
So I went to my box today and I had a package from Giorgio Armani, which is fancy.
I had a package from Giorgio Armani. I mean, doesn't he just send packages to everybody? Oh, Giorgio. You're such a guy. Anyway, I wear Elf, okay? Do you not know how to open a box?
Giving neutral. Starting with this pink shade called... Hold on.
I know that feeling. I do. I really do. I like, even Elf, I don't know. I use these little lip oils. I have no idea what color this is because I can't read it. It's the red one. Anyway.
I want to know the names. Sparkle, Tobacco, and Sakura. I'm just going for it.
I guess that's Sakura.
Ooh, I actually really just like that. I'm gonna do now.
I don't know. It makes you look like you're washed out. It's a good base color. If you're one of those people that does base colors.
Another coat for drama.
It's not dramatic.
Just a little bit of this and go in the corner. You gotta dab it out. Dab, dab.
I think you should have left it the way it was.
Dab, 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 dab. Okay, that's like really
It actually looks nice.
pretty. Honestly, beautiful fan.
I don't know if I would have done the inner eye thing, but I mean, it doesn't actually look bad. I'm just like distracted by her eyebrows. I don't think I've ever seen her draw her eyebrows on that heavy before.
This is the final look. I just literally added mascara, blush, and a little liner.
And your lipstick is apparently sticky because she started talking like this. And I know exactly why you're doing that, because your lipstick is sticky.
It's pretty.
Why is your mascara so... I don't like when people put mascara on their lower lashes. I don't put mascara on my lower lashes. I think they... I don't know how to explain it. I don't think they need to be accented. I do have makeup on. I know you can't tell, but I do have makeup on today.
Pretty dope. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna probably use this all the time, especially this pink one.
Considering they're probably like $34 fucking a thing. Let's find out. Giorgio Armani eyeshadows. I wasn't off by much. Giorgio Armani Eye Liquid Tint, $38. Why is one of them 30? Oh, because that's on Amazon, that's why. Versus ELF, which is $6. They are $38. Can you see that? Yeah, they are $38 usually, but they are 40% off right now. So you too can have a tube of eyeshadow for $22. Or you can go buy the dupe from ELF, which is $6. I should do an ELF dupes video sometime, especially with this kind of shit, because like you do not need to be spending $40 on one eyeshadow. Anyway, there we go. It's my birthday today, 10/29. It's my birthday today. On my birthday, I'd like to reflect and remember what I achieved last year. Here's 10 things I did this year that I'm really proud of. I ran a 5K. No, you didn't. You walked a 5K in an hour. I did my first dive off a boat. I don't know if that's true or not, but we did get to see the dive. It was one of the 5 vacations she got paid to go on. Was brave and had 2 life-changing surgeries. Okay. Launched a clothing collab. That is true, she did. Finally stopped reading the comments. You never read the comments anyway. What do you mean stopped? Got back into crafting. Okay. Made new friends. Sure. Was in a film at a film festival. Yes, she did give us that. I forgot to go track that film down, honestly. Started cooking the majority of my meals. Did you? Really? You didn't cook those bagels. Learned how to prioritizing taking care of myself. One of the things we didn't do was learn to spell check our fucking comments. I guess her snarfing down... Hang on. No. That was this year, wasn't it? Wow. Oh yeah, the fake jeans. Oh my god, these jeans haven't fit in 7 years! They're 2 completely different pairs of jeans. Ah, yes. This must be when she stopped reading the comments and decided to show all of us haters who the real winner was in this competition. It's Anna, who gets to eat a dozen fucking pumpernickel bagels with Philadelphia cream cheese because she completely missed the point of the criticism she was receiving about her video where she went to go get a bagel in New York. It wasn't about the bagel, Anna. I mean, the icing on the cake was you crying about the bagel at the end, but it wasn't about the bagel. It was about your behavior, which you still haven't apologized, addressed, or acknowledged. Kind of like the Target video. Next. Oh boy.
I got some new running shoes because today.
Why do you have new running shoes? You literally bought 3 pairs of running shoes in like November-ish, December-ish of last year. You wore them until you ran the 5K in March. Why do you need new shoes? Anyway.
I'm gonna run for the first time since surgery.
I should probably take this down. Day 1 of getting back at it. Plus size fitness. Hashtag health journey. Hashtag positive mindset. Hashtag at Brooks Running. Brooks Running must have sent her shoes. Because one thing you need to know about Anna is she doesn't do shit without getting paid. Onward.
So the goal is just to see how far I can go.
2 steps.
And I got new shoes because my gait has changed. This
Okay, Jan.
is the full fit. I figured it's my
We will never give up the horse kick. We will never retire the horse kick.
first run back. Let's go to the trail.
Ah. I've never watched her seatbelt herself in because she's been very good about not showing people that. I didn't realize she had to reach all the way around her backside in order to click the seatbelt in. Anna unfortunately did herself a disservice by, you know, making this weird post about, I can finally fit in the salon chair. And, you know, oh, I didn't even notice that I could fit in the salon chair. And so, of course, the internet being the internet, looked up the salon chair. It's a plus-size salon chair. So it's made for plus-sized women to begin with. It goes up to like 800 pounds, so she fits. But it also has a width between the arms of like 24 inches or more. And when she sits in the chair, her hips are still bulging over the armrests a little bit, which means her hips are wider than 24 inches. You don't really realize what that means until you watch her try to put her seatbelt on by reaching all the way around herself in order to get the seatbelt to clip. Anyway. Ah, yes. Anna's sound-breaking, fast-paced running speed. What's the Eye of the Tiger music? I can't remember. I'm drawing a blank. Yeah, Anna, you took 5 steps. Woo! So awesome. You set up the camera in the tall grass and then shuffled towards it. Good job!
Well,
You're not even breathing heavy. Girl, we watched you run that 5K. You couldn't breathe. You even admitted that there were multiple times where you were nauseous and that you almost quit. And you want me to believe you just went jogging?
There's a lot of opportunity for growth.
You're not even breathing heavy.
That's how I'm going to sum.
Your face isn't even flushed. You're in Texas. Granted, it's Texas in winter. But
this up. Did I run? Yes. Did I run at a good pace? Also, yes. Did I feel sore way earlier than I used to feel? Yes.
so are you going to do like you did every other time you went running while you were training for your 5K and go take a couple Advil and then go take a nap?
So, you know what? Progress over perfection. Not going to let this be a loss. This is not a loss.
You're walking faster than you run.
This is the beginning of a win.
I'm gonna try the wicked drinks.
Alrighty. Since I'm partnering with Starbucks, I knew these drinks were coming and I couldn't wait to give them a try. First,
I couldn't wait to drink super sugary drinks from Starbucks. Oh my god. Because they're paying me to.
up is Glinda's Pink Potion.
I'll give her that transition was pretty smooth.
Popular. You're gonna be popular.
I don't know who her friend is, but I feel so sorry for them.
I don't know how Alphaba's cold brew is going to top this. Well, let's see.
Isn't it Elphaba? Not Elphaba? Am I wrong? I've not seen this. I've just seen the spelling. Isn't it Elphaba? I could be wrong.
Oh, that was uneventful.
Anna, come down!
Like I said, if Anna's making the spectacle, she knows why you're looking at her. There's no question as to why you're cringing deeply inside.
If I'm flying solo, well, at least I've got this drink.
Brianna, I need you to get down.
I will say, I like the green dress, and I like this harness thing. I think it's cute. She looks good in, like, darker jewel tone colors. She always does. She looks stunning in red. She's just a sapphire blue that she wears on occasion. She looks amazing in it. This green's really good. It's a good color on her. And I think this harness is actually kind of fun. So I like this outfit. This is part of Anna's clothing line that she claims that she designed herself and had a hand at every point in the production or the design cycle, as you will, you know, sure, whatever. I think she got to pick things out here and there. I don't know if she's the one that decided to make all of the sweaters so short, or if that was a decision that, what is it, Jolly Days did. I guess I could find out. Bonk. Oh, she doesn't. Oh, she doesn't give them credit here. Interesting. Alpacas are literally the cutest. Let's do this. Are they, though? Alpacas are literally the cutest. Shooting this holiday sweater at an alpaca farm close to where I grew up was the perfect way to honor this festive pullover. Also, the little tiny guy at the beginning of the video was born while we were at the farm. So she shot this while she was home in Ohio? This white alpaca looks like less than amused. Alpaca. I just want to keep saying the word alpaca, alpaca, alpaca. Anyway, onward.
I love animals, and when I designed this alpaca sweater, I knew I needed to shoot it on a farm from my hometown in Ohio called Majestic Meadows. They had all kinds of baby alpacas. This one even ate out of my hand. It was such a good day, and I loved how this turned out.
She sounds like, it was such a good day. Amber and Foodie say that shit. If they ever leave the house, both of them will go, "It was such a good day." And it's like, you left the house. I mean, good on you. I remember seeing somebody cross-post an Instagram that Anna reshared, saying that they were working on a special project for Anna, and I assumed that it was the sweater collab that she was talking about. I'm apparently wrong, but here we go.
I just had something so major happen in my life, and I need to celebrate it. I got myself some Air Force Ones.
What are Air Force Ones? Why do I care? Anyway.
I'm going to be customizing for Anna because every holiday outfit just needs a custom pair of sneakers to match. I designed these sneakers so that every panel is completely different to represent a different piece in Anna's collection. I hand paint the details and sprinkle the holiday cheer by adding in some sparkle. I didn't want to leave any of these adorable pieces out, so each sneaker in the pair is totally unique. Packed the sneakers up and I'm shipping off to the North Pole. Here they go.
Sweet, they're here. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited.
You already knew they were there. You're a terrible actress. Just stop trying to do this shit.
Oh my goodness. Now the other one. Freaking bananas. She is
A-N-A-N-A-S. These are, I mean, I don't really like them, but I can see that they are very well done, I guess is where I'm going with that. It's not my cup of tea, but I can clearly see the effort that was put in here and the skill that went into them.
It's finally holidays at Starbucks, and I have the inside scoop.
One of my favorite things about being a Starbucks ambassador this
Is all the sugar and milk that you drink is totally not causing your lymphedema to swell up because you were told to not eat an inflammatory diet, which would include dairy and sugar?
year is that I got to see the holiday cups early, and they are super cute. But what made me
That's like the most important thing in life.
obsessed with them is what they were inspired by. So this first cup is inspired by the siren's wavy hair. So like,
Why is she talking like that? By the siren's wavy hair, so like inspired by a killer hairdo. What is it with you and Amber getting the Valley Girl accent when you're trying to like be cute?
like a cup inspired by a killer hairdo. Cup number 2, it's got a wavy checkerboard print, and it's inspired by the fields and farms where the coffee is harvested. This third cup has a circle design. You see this line coming through it. That is actually a representation of the roasting process. So that line is the agitator that helps ensure an even roast. And the
Sure. Why not?
last cup, which I personally feel is the most special cup, is the view of coffee cups from above. And it's just there to symbolize how much coffee brings us together.
The amount of mental gymnastics that had to go into these cups, that design, and these explanations is Olympic level mental gymnastics. Sure, Starbucks. Sure.
Each of these gorgeous cups now come wrapped in a special holiday wavy edge Starbucks sleeve, and this is a first for Starbucks. Honestly, love the color scheme, love the vibes.
These poor girls, I hope they get paid extra to be in these fucking videos.
I am 100% obsessed, and I cannot wait for more.
I will give Starbucks this. Those little special wraparound doodads do kind of complement the cup better than normal, so at least they were having some forethought there. I guess if you're going to go through so much freaking effort with these holiday cups as to come up with a storyline for each one of them. Sure. Yeah, so I guess you don't want to, like, hide too much of the pattern.
More holiday cheer.
Yay.
Which is your fave?
The one I didn't buy. Ah! I will say they get like a... Well, last year they had a gingerbread nitro brew. I was desperate for coffee. And it was pretty damn good. Who in their goddamn right mind would wear this outside in public? I am sorry. The only thing you could have done to make this outfit worse is wore those frickin' green Crocs that you had on earlier. That is the only way you could have made this outfit more hideous. Anyway. Made it out alive, but I think I lost something in my coffin. Remember how I died when you started walking? That's my life. It's my life. It's now or never. Something gonna take forever. I'm gonna live while I'm alive. I'm gonna stop now because I don't know all the words, if that wasn't evidently clear. That bronze dress is fire! Where did you buy it? It's from Anthropology. Of course it is. This is another one of those Anna sticking it to her. Okay, look, here's one thing I will say about Anna, because I do give her quite a bit of shit. I do. Because Anna puts herself in situations where she should not be in them, but she hasn't died yet. So there's that. Anna does do a lot. Anna went on 4 or 5 different cruises at the beginning of this year. She somehow finagled a company to give her free running lessons, probably free shoes for running, and none of them were cheap. Somebody looked up the price on the shoes, and all of them were over $100. And I'm sorry, I'm not a runner. That's expensive, okay? What else has she managed to do? She's managed to finagle free liposuction surgery out of these lymphedema plastic surgeons, plus free massages, plus free aftercare, which I'm assuming it's free, or at least highly discounted, because Anna doesn't do shit unless she gets paid. She's managed to finagle free Wegovy out of Moderna. No. Novo Nordisk. One of the companies. And in general, she travels a lot. Like, all of these trips that she takes to Seattle, I'm almost positive she's either getting reimbursed for or they're paid for by Starbucks, because she's a Starbucks ambassador. And she's taken several trips to Seattle throughout the year. And in general, she just travels a lot. So I will give Anna, I mean, shit, Giorgio Armani is sending her fucking eyeshadows so that she can do a halfway decent makeup look. So yeah, I mean, Anna, I wouldn't want to live Anna's life, because there's a lot in Anna's life that I see that I'm just like, but Anna is killing it as far as like free travel, free PR, free clothes, free healthcare. I mean, she's nailed this one. The unfortunate part for Anna is that she's nailed it because she's 600 pounds, and she kind of has to maintain that because she's made a fat celeb out of herself. And if she loses the fat, she's no longer a celeb. And that's the major part of Anna's life that I'm like, I'm good. So, you know, but I just want to keep reminding people, like, Anna does a lot and she has a lot, and that shouldn't be missed when we are making criticisms about Anna. We're not going to watch this one, but I do want to point something out. Anna doesn't have her compression garments on. And the way I know this is because when she has her compression garments on, her legs look really smooth and very snatched. And her hips are not so wonky looking. But, and this, whatever, oh, you can't see it. Why can't you see my... Hopefully you can see my mouse now, but this little doodad here, she doesn't have that when she has her compression garments on. And these bumps here, these smooth out as well. So I can tell she doesn't have her compression garments on, which means this is what her legs look like post-surgery. So what did they do, Anna? Honestly, I feel like this looks worse than it did pre-surgery. I could be wrong, though. POV, wearing the shorts they told you to stop wearing. Who, Anna? Who told you to stop wearing these shorts? Stop. But here you go. This is exactly what I'm talking about. This is her leg in the compression garments. See how smooth everything is? Remember that big ol' hang bit here? That's not there. This is all smooth. Her hips are smooth. There's no bumps. Compression garments are like, apparently, like the best Spanx you will ever own, apparently. So Anna is once again going in on her haters. Her subtweeting her haters. Just wear what you want and let the haters stay mad. You're right, Anna. I am absolutely furious that you have these short shorts on. What does he call them? These boom boom shorts. How dare you look so snatched in those boom boom shorts? What does she say? You can be festive and fabulous. Yeah, that's what we're doing. You can rock a cozy cat cardigan and some edge. Is it the light BDSM hat that you're wearing that makes this edgy? I didn't realize jean shorts were edgy. My bad. You can take that Christmas sweater and put some personality on it. What did you do to put personality on it, other than not button the bottom button because you wear clothes that are too small? Happy holiday! And a killer look is all I want this holiday season. All I want for Christmas is jean shorts. This one I want to talk about. Oh, she changed it. Ooh. She has it over here that says, "At least I tried." And it says, POV, when you try to fit in but don't quite get it right. We're not going to watch the whole video because it's stupid and has absolutely nothing to do with the actual point. On YouTube, she has this titled as, "Look, Mom, I'm masking." This is the comments that she got on this video. Again, it's titled, "Look, Mom, I'm masking." If you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. People who are on the spectrum, when they're trying to act normal, call it masking. And a lot of them think that they're, you know, awkward turtles. We're all awkward turtles, don't get me wrong. But the concept of masking is something for the neurodivergent community, of which, as far as I'm aware, Anna does not belong to, unless we're starting the ADHD thing again. Don't get me wrong, I could believe that Anna has ADHD, but as far as I'm aware, she's never shared that she was officially diagnosed with it. But Anna's also not incredibly open about anything until it's something that she can weaponize. But then the comments that she gets on here, this is giving precious toddler. Oh why, this is the reason people dislike your behavior. Infantile, bull in a china shop. Yeah, just like, you're acting like a Karen. Don't be rude. If you don't like the video, don't come. Why did they attack this lady, but nobody else? Oh wait, here's bull in a china shop. Bully. People can stop shaming her for her looks. Look what you can do is not shaming Anna for her looks. It's making fun of her for the look what you can do, Anna comment comes from the bagel video where Anna was making fun of street performers in New York because she didn't think their dancing was up to her standards. So she made fun of them by hopping up on one leg and saying, they're like your young niece or nephew who's doing their crappy dance in your living room. Look what I can do. Look what I can do. And she did it twice. She made fun of the performers twice. That's what Look What You Can Do is coming from. They're making fun of Anna, who is making fun of children in New York dancing, as you do as a 40-year-old adult. That's not coming for her looks. And my comment, I've noticed, is not even on here. It's been deleted. But yeah, compare this and the engagement that this received and the 500 likes from her 2.3 million subscribers on YouTube compared to the comments that Anna receives on this one, where she titled it, "At least I tried," not "Look Mom, I'm masking." And people are, I thought she got impaled by the candy cane. I thought it was funny. PJs are adorable. I love your matching pajamas. Slay, love you, girly. Not a single negative comment out of the 12 comments. 12 comments on TikTok where she has 8 million subscribers. 12 comments, 800 likes. Almost 900 likes. Your numbers aren't weird though, Anna. Your numbers aren't weird. Do good. All right, boys and girls. Anna is back at it. Running makes me happy, and I'm so glad to be able to reincorporate it. Also, every time I post about running, I get a lot of feedback on how I shouldn't be running. I'd like to remind everyone that my medical team is involved in all aspects of my health, and they have cleared this activity for me. Your medical team consists of a massage therapist, a plastic surgeon, and a woman who specializes in lipedema. Okay. I suppose 2 of those people have the letters DR in front of their name, so sure. I also acknowledge that what works for my body may not work for someone else's. Everybody is different, and 100% recommended consulting with your doctor before making any major changes to your exercise routine. Look, everyone is not different. If everyone was different, we would never be able to figure out medicine dosages, standardized standards of care, anything scientific. I'm really tired of this, like, everybody is a special and unique snowflake. No 2 people are exactly alike. Everybody's special. It's okay to be average. It's okay to fall into the medium. You don't have to be chronically special at all times for everything. Anna is not some kind of medical miracle, okay? Anna is a morbidly obese 40-year-old woman whose body is catching up with her. She was bitching 3 months ago about how she couldn't even walk more than a mile without pain, right? And that was 4 months after running a 5K and claiming she felt fine. So Anna only has pain when it's advantageous for her to have pain, to get liposuction surgery for her apparent lipedema. It irritates me. But anyway, I just want to point out, because I'm irritated and I've already ranted about this once, it is okay to be average. It's okay to be average. It's okay. You don't have to be chronically, terminally special. You don't have to be a medical anomaly where you pull calories out of the air and that's why you're 600 pounds, Anna. Okay? You don't have to be Anna. Anna is 40 years old. Anna's body is going to catch up with her. Anna has listed in the past at least 3 different major diseases, disorders that are going to be crippling as she gets older, up to and including her thyroid not working. And now she's trying to find out if she's got Ehlers-Danlos. I don't know what it is exactly. I know it's some kind of like joint problem where your joints are hypermobile. She's trying to get diagnosed with that to go along with her lipedema, not lipedema, her lipedema, lymphedema, not lymphedema diagnosis. Like, the reality of the situation is Anna's 600 pounds. She's 40 years old. In like 5 more years, I will be very surprised if she can walk without excruciating pain, especially since she insists on doing high impact workouts on her joints, her leg joints, her legs and hips especially. Because Anna's different than the rest of us. Okay. Anyway, I just hate when she does this shit. And this whole thing about my medical team is involved. What medical team, Anna? What medical team? Seriously, what medical team? You were pulling this shit back in March when you were, from like November to March, when you were trying to convince everybody that you were going to run a 5K, right? What medical team? You don't listen to the doctors that you had. You've admitted as much. So what medical team are you talking about now? The plastic surgeon, the massage therapist, and the crackpot who tells you that all of the fat on your body is lipedema? You have no more burnable fat on your body. So says Karen Herbst. Okay. Whatever. I'd get a different medical team, I guess, is my point. Let's see what aggravating things she has to say.
Today I am restarting Couch to 5K.
Restarting?
If I was ready after a week of those runs, I feel like I'm good to go now.
Now, if you haven't
To go now. God, she's so fake.
heard of Couch to 5K, it's pretty simple how it works. It uses intervals of running and walking to prepare you to run a 5K. Now, it's set for like an 8-week plan, but I always take longer than that because it's totally okay to repeat weeks and go at your own pace. It's how a lot of people get started running.
Compare how heavy she's breathing here to the video we watched earlier where she was like, I'm gonna go out for a run, and she wasn't even breathing heavy, like, at all. Compare these two.
And it's really easy to track because there's tons of apps in the App Store to help you.
We finished, yay! Back is sore, calves are sore, but you know what? I did it.
If your back is sore after running, you really need to reevaluate your posture during the run, because I get why your calves would be sore. Don't get me wrong. I don't run. I don't like it. But I'm pretty sure your back isn't supposed to hurt after running. I could be wrong. My runner friends, tell me in the comments section down below. But I'm almost positive if you're feeling immense amounts of pain after performing an exercise, you probably need to correct your form while doing that exercise. Calves, I think, are an exception because, like, you're running and your calves probably aren't too happy about it. But your back? I don't know why your back would hurt. Anyway. These kind of videos where she's dancing like this and she's being absolutely extra and just thinks she's the bee's knees, these are the videos where she gets comments of, look what you can do, because this is the shit she was making fun of the kids in New York for doing. She took a walk in New York and to go get a bagel, the infamous Bagel Gate, and it took her 4 hours to walk like 2 miles. And in that matter of time, she managed to make fun of street performers twice for dancing on the streets and how she didn't like the way that they danced, and they reminded her of her young cousin. Look what I can do. Look what I can do. And then she goes, what does she say? And then they go, who's going to give me money? Nobody. Bitch, please. You think you're a fucking hot shot over here? Girl, stop. Amber Lynn dances better than you do sometimes. Anyway, buy my stuff, 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 buy my stuff. Okay, we're done. You get the gist. So I guess the liposuction must be working miracles, because originally she was saying that her thighs hurt so much that she can't even cuddle her dog anymore. And here he is, halfway on her lap now, and she's just in heaven. So I guess 2 sessions of liposuction was enough to cure all of the pain in her legs from her lipedema. Good job, Dr. Amron. You miracle worker, you.
We are here in Tucson, Arizona to visit the literal legend that is Karen Herbst.
Ah, yes, Karen Herbst. The woman who told her that she has no more burnable fat on her body.
I am trying to be the most informed patient I can be
By listening to people tell me things that I want to hear.
and make the best decisions along my journey. I'm excited
With people who are going to give me free stuff for giving them publicity.
today to get that ball rolling and just learn more about my body, because that is
You've already done this with Dr. Amron, I would hope.
what this entire health journey has been about.
But let your arm hang. Yeah, it's just got a lot of congestion.
This is a free app that Karen Herbst is using. You can download it at apparently the iPhone App Store. It's got a heat identifier here, and Karen Herbst is basically saying that the hot spots on Anna's arm, it's just a heat detector. And Herbst is saying that the hot spots on Anna's arms are congestion. Anyway.
You can see how congested the leg is here.
Damn.
With the redness.
Yeah.
But do you see this around it?
Yeah, what is
a
that?
leak.
There's blood leaking in my arm?
Well, it's more
Do you see how she looks at the camera after she says that? There's blood leaking in my arm?
likely plasma, so no red blood cells, but absolutely.
What does that mean?
Well, that's
I don't know. Can you scream about it a little louder?
happens in
I better keep looking at the camera. Oh my god, are you recording this? Are you recording this? Are you recording this?
that's lipedema right there.
Okay.
So this is her skin on top, her fat right here, and then her muscle down.
Okay. This little layer, this little white layer, that's Anna's dermis, right? Her skin. Everything from this black line all the way down to this kind of spongy, clustery looking thing, that's fat. But it's not burnable. It's lipedema fat, you guys. It's not burnable fat. She doesn't have almost 2.5 solid inches of fat between her skin and her muscle. That's lipedema.
Down here. That is a leaky vessel. So you do not have lymphedema.
Thank
down
God.
here.
That was the one thing I was like, I want to be able to get rid of the lipid.
Not only has Amron told her that she has lymphedema, but her massage therapist who did her MLD massage told her she has lymphedema. And the massage therapist could tell that Anna had lymphedema because she put her hands on her and very gently did this. And she was like, oh yeah, I can feel the lymph there. This is her medical team, by the way. When she says her medical team has cleared her to run, this is her medical team. She's also posted a video about this already, and I feel like she's already posted a short about this. So I'm confused as to why she's posting it a second time.
Use conservative treatments.
You
Do
don't
not have
have
to
it.
do lymphedema for the rest of my life.
You don't have it.
Okay, first off, she doesn't have it. Secondly, why wouldn't you have to do it for the rest of your life? You have a faulty lymph system. It's doing conservative measures are not going to cure you. They're conservative. They're to keep it from getting worse. They don't make it get better.
Okay, thank God.
Yeah.
I could be wrong.
Good news. I am honestly a little overwhelmed, but very grateful I came. I have actionable steps.
What's an MRT? What's an MRT draw kit? Better blood test. So better. Keep in mind, this is the same trip where she made this big deal about going to get her Serrano hot dog. I think I pronounced that wrong. But anyway, she goes to get this hot dog. Whether or not the hot dog is good or not is irrelevant. She goes and gets this hot dog, manages to spill half of it down the front of her while deep-throating the fucking hot dog. And that is either right before or right after she goes to see Karen Herbst, where she talks about how she just mysteriously gets inflamed. She doesn't know where this inflammation's coming from. Maybe the giant sodium bomb you just ate? No, that couldn't be it. Anna's eating a 100% inflammatory-free diet made up of hot dogs and Starbucks. I have always wanted to make a wreath wall, and I finally did it this year. I used inexpensive wreaths I found at local stores, then kicked them up a notch by adding my own ornaments and details. You know your girl loves a hot glue gun. Yes. I absolutely love how it turned out. Let me know in the comments if you want to see a longer DIY. No, I do not. Is that blue bow up there? That thing. That blue bow. That blue bow almost killed me. Watching her make that blue bow. That almost like did me in. Anyway. Remember I was talking about like the spectacle kind of a thing, make a spectacle of yourself. If you are the one if you are the one making the spectacle, you know why everyone's looking at you kind of a thing. This video is one of those situations. It's here to sell this sweater of hers because again, I don't think her line's doing very well. But here we are, you know, she's got to dance her way on. Dance, dance, jump. Oh my god. She's acting like one of the Toddlers and Tiara girls who were like 5. Oh my god! Anyway. Like, seriously. Can Anna find like a company that would be willing to give her like modeling lessons? Is that possible? Do those exist? Could Anna like find a company that's willing to do a promo with her to teach her to do improv? Or acting of any variety? Like, she really thinks that she's some kind of like savant genius when it comes to these things, and it's like, it's so like, if your goal is to be the cringiest person that you can be on camera, she's got that down. As far as like conveying actual wonderment and joy and just like a funny, well-timed moment, these videos are awful. They're just awful. Anyway. All right, so that's the end of it. We go out on this wreath wall and Anna looking like the happiest toddler that ever toddled. Somebody gave her a candy out of their pocket and it was the best thing ever. The end. All right, so that's Anna and what Anna's been up to lately as per her TikTok. Always a good time on Anna's TikTok. Always a good time on Anna's TikTok. Let me get my notes pulled back up again. We talked about law number 5. So much depends on reputation. Guard it with your life. We talked about that. Anna curates everything. I think I showed you the difference between Anna's YouTube comments and Anna's TikTok comments, and it's very clear that Anna curates her TikTok comments much more than she's been curating her YouTube comments. She used to curate the YouTube comments really heavily as well. I don't know why she's given up on it. Probably because people like me are doing reaction videos to her on YouTube, and it's a longer form video format. And TikToks are easier to make for her because it only requires like 2.5 minutes of her attention. Whereas the YouTube videos take longer and require more effort into them. Like, we haven't seen her do a clothing haul in a little while now, which the clothing hauls are how she built her brand, was doing plus size clothing hauls. And that's fine. Go for it. People need to know what clothes are going to look like. The problem with Anna is she started to lie about her size. She started to not mention when she was getting sponsored or was being gifted clothes to try on. So some of her credibility got lost there. And then 2023, yeah, because it's 2024 right now, she decided she was a fitness guru, and so she started trying to shift her brand to that. And then 2024 was the lipedema storyline. I don't know what 2025 is going to bring. I don't know what new way Anna's going to reinvent herself in 2025, but I guess we're here for it. But this goes on to Anna constantly curating her reputation and her image by cutting out comments that don't fit the narrative that she's trying to make. Anna also deletes videos sometimes here and there. Her Instagram, she's notorious for posting things on the stories on her Instagram because those will delete after 24 hours. And so she will post things and comments, and like that's where the whole storyline about how the woman told her good job getting out there while she was running, and that was somehow dehumanizing to Anna. And so she made three or four separate videos changing the story of the encounter every single video, but they all deleted after 24 hours. So I guess she thought she was safe there because she can get on Instagram and pop off, and then it deletes itself after 24 hours. The problem is by that time, people were already watching her and they were paying attention and they were video recording her stories. So Anna's being recorded now because she's gotten attention from the internet. But so her little 24-hour deletion trick is not working as well as it used to. She also goes with Law 42, strike the shepherd and the sheep will scatter. Anna reacts very strongly to criticism, and though she doesn't come for critics individually, like I've never seen her come after a particular reactor. She did. She was crying about her lipedema one time before she started all of her surgery. She was bawling on the floor about her lipedema, and she was like, "You're wrong." What was it? Angry bald man on the internet. And I think she was talking about Alan Roberts, who does not like her. I don't know if Alan Roberts likes anybody, to be honest. But anyway, the point, I've never seen her come after a reactor by name individually. So she just kind of lumps everybody together. So all of her critics are one critic. And her whole thing is that she subtweets about them. And basically, we are all bullies. No matter who we are, what we're saying. If we do not agree with her and fall behind her 100%, if you so much as even have a question, like, hey, I'm here for everything else, but I don't understand XYZ. Oh my God, you are now ostracized. How could you, you big ass bully? You're just mean to her, and you're just making fun of her for her looks. It's like I just wanted to know one thing. I was just confused on one. Okay, and so she's actually lost several followers because of that behavior. She's also 100% okay with letting her followers just dogpile on somebody. I imagine if you're going to go on her comment section and make a shitty comment, you're probably expecting it. But some people legitimately have just asked questions, and she will let her followers just dogpile the hell out of them if she, and that's assuming, because of course she doesn't read comments anymore, you guys. So she totally doesn't know what we're saying. That's why she blocked every channel that started with Tiny Blue. Totally not reading the comments. Anyway, but that's the whole thing. Striking the shepherd and the sheep will scatter. You go after the leader, or you go after the lead concept, and the followers of that concept or that person will scatter because the leadership has been, theoretically, you have destroyed the leadership, and therefore the followers will scatter because they don't have that leadership anymore. It's the concept. So by going after reactors and trying to vilify at reactors or vilify people who are her critics, the goal is to have whoever these followers of these critics are double guess themselves, question their motives, yada yada yada, and turn away from the critics and towards Anna, right? So another thing Anna does, she didn't do it too much in this one, but I'm sure we'll see it soon, is Law 12, use selective honesty and generosity to disarm your victim. This falls into the weaponization of victimhood. We talked about it briefly at the beginning. Anna will, well, okay, with her restarting her running journey. My medical team is behind this 100%. And, you know, talking about how this is good for her, and what's good for my body may not be good for everybody's body. Anna the medical miracle. At some point, she will have another one of her little breakdown videos because she does that pretty frequently. And she will start crying about all of these things that are wrong with her and how none of them are her fault. And she's completely perplexed as to why these physical ailments are wrong with her. And she does it fairly frequently. And the whole point is because she's trying to garner some kind of support off the internet for whatever it is she's going through at the time. And it's that selective honesty, because I'm sure she is in pain. I'm sure she is confused. I'm sure she is perplexed because Anna doesn't pay attention to things. So I'm sure she is genuinely concerned, especially when she's like subtweeting about the haters, you know. She's showing a moment of vulnerability because she's addressing the fact that she's getting hate in the form of criticism and people going, is that really a good idea? Should you really be running? Like, it seems like running at 600 pounds is like asking for your knees to blow out. But Anna apparently has bionic knees, so we don't have to worry about that. But it's just that those brief moments of vulnerability that are very strategic, where she's attempting to create some kind of connection with her audience, which is difficult for her, I think, personally, because she doesn't interact with her audience on a daily basis. She doesn't like comments. She doesn't acknowledge comments. She doesn't really talk to anybody in either comment section. I think I've seen her, I think I can count like literally 10 times since I've been following her that I have seen her interact with a comment from any of her videos. Like, it is that low of a number that I'm pretty sure it's around 10. But she doesn't interact with her audience on a one-to-one basis like that, as much as that's a one-to-one basis. But she will try to interact with her audience as a blanket whole. So it's kind of like the opposite of Amber, in that Amber's whole social life is the internet. Like, we are her friends. We are Amber's friends. We, the internet, are Amber's friends. We are her social outlet. We are not Anna's friend. Like, we are not even real, it feels like, in Anna's world. We are just like a thing that exists for Anna. And so she doesn't feel a need to like maintain us or interact with the audience or acknowledge the audience in any way, shape, or form. Like, she's clearly not getting her social fix from the internet. But that might be different when we talk about her threads, because her threads are weird, but we're not going over that in this one. The whole weaponizing of victimhood, she doesn't do it too much in this one, except for that, like, wearing the shorts that the haters told you not to wear. Let them be angry. I am so mad that you wore those jean shorts. How dare you wear jean shorts at any point in your life? But she's like creating this straw argument that people are coming for her hot and heavy because she's wearing jean shorts. How dare. But this is a way of disarming the haters. Again, she's not naming anybody by name. She's not pointing to any one comment. It's just she's coming for the blanket haters. And this is Law 44, disarm and infuriate, where she's weaponizing her victimhood in order to mirror critics' attacks back at them. The whole "I'm rubber, you're glue" kind of a thing. And it allows her to reframe herself as a victim. And that is supposed to garner sympathy from the audience. You know, the audience she never interacts with. It's supposed to garner sympathy from them towards her and hostility from them towards haters. Again, she lets her audience, her commenters, dogpile on people who ask even the simplest of questions, because the question is slightly out of line with whatever the hell it is Anna's talking about, right? How dare you not follow the Messiah, kind of a thing. The other one is Law 23, which is concentrate your forces. when she focuses consistently on her victimhood, this is the whole lipedema story right here. The lipedema story has been an entire, from start to finish, story about victimization, not by any individual. Anna is a victim of lipedema, and therefore anyone who questions whether or not she is actually obese versus having 600 pounds of lipedema on her body, anybody who questions the lipedema is attacking her, right? And so that allows her to be a victim in the lipedema story. The lipedema is the way she's controlling that victimization, that victimhood. And by doing that, it diverts attention away from the actual narrative that's going on. Anna is claiming that she's 600 pounds of lipedema, that she has no more burnable fat on her body. And that's why she's gained like 50 pounds over the past 4 months. But if you question that, as I just did, I am attacking her, right? And how dare I attack her? She's a sufferer of lipedema. How dare I go after someone suffering from something as severe as lipedema? Because I don't believe your story. That's my personal opinion on the matter. But it's that kind of a thing. She can paint people like me who are questioning the validity of that diagnosis, the validity of the experts, questioning Karen Herbst herself directly. Like, I have questions. I have a lot of questions. But by doing that, it makes she's able to paint me as a villain in this story. She hasn't come after me personally. Don't get me wrong. I'm just using this as an example. But she could paint me as a villain here, because how dare I question her, and how dare I question Dr. Karen Herbst? Look, man, you can have as many fucking letters in front of your name as you want. It doesn't make you invulnerable to being questioned. If what you're saying doesn't make sense, I'm gonna ask a question until it makes sense, or until we come to the conclusion it doesn't make sense. All right. If you have made it this far in the video, go ahead and leave a Christmas wreath down in the comments section, because, I mean, that's what we're going out on. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments section down below. Again, thank you to everybody who's been supporting the channel. Thank you to my subscribers. Thank you to my members. You guys rock. Thank you to everybody who's going to hit the thumbs up button. And thank you to everybody who's gotten me almost the way to 10K. I truly appreciate every one of you. I appreciate all of that. I didn't expect to make it to 5K, let alone 10. So here we are. I'm very excited about this. And yeah, I will see everybody in the next one. Bye!
This is my outro music. You can't copyright strike me because it's just me singing. This is my outro music. Thank you for watching. See you next time.